If you were to travel down the branch line of a very beautiful line, you would find that you had arrived on the four-core branch line, one of the most beautiful branch lines on the entire island of Soda. It's also called Thomas's branch line. Thomas pulls Annie and Clarabelle, which is the main branch line service along the line. Percy takes the goods trains along the line, but he also takes his mail as well. Percy's job is mainly handling the freight, and helps out Mavis from time to time for the four-core quarry. Toby has 3 jobs that he normally does on the branch line. Every morning and every evening, he takes workers at Henrietta and sometimes Victoria, depending on how many passengers he has, up to four-core quarry to drop off working, eat even fast, and also he'll help out Percy and Mavis when there's an overflow of goods, as well as taking the secondary branch line train. Mavis also works in Thomas's branch line. She works all the way up at four-core quarry, taking down trucks of stone to Knapford Harbor. When there's too many stone trucks, Toby or Percy will always to lend a hand. And finally we have Daisy the Diesel Rail Car. She pulls a fast train down the branch line, as well as carrying the Tidmouth milk from the dairy. It's a strong fleet that Sodor had for the branch line, and Topham Hatt was very proud of it indeed. One early morning, the engines were getting ready to start their jobs when Bertie raced up next to Thomas. "Up for a race today, Thomas?" "Any day," Thomas said. "Be careful, you two," said Daisy. "Alright, let me get on the outside road," said Bertie. "Oh, I like it when to see you two race," said Percy. "Yeah, it's always enjoyable," said Toby. Bertie pulled alongside. "Are you ready, you two?" "Ready, steady, go!" Thomas and Bertie flew out of the station quickly. "I better get going myself with this mail, otherwise Topham Hatt will be cross," said Percy. Said Daisy. "I better get going myself." "See y'all," said Toby. If there's one thing everybody should know about Thomas and Bertie's races, is that Thomas and Bertie take things very seriously. They always try to go their fastest, and never slow down for anything. Until today. Thomas dashed through Knapford Station, as the two floored down the line, continuing their race. As Thomas left Knapford Station, he saw a sign on the line, warning that there was work up ahead. "What's going on?" said Thomas. He was quite puzzled. Soon a workman puffed up to him. "Well, Thomas, you have a small problem here. As you can see, heat from the sun has damaged the tracks. You're familiar with that. You gotta go slow here, though. Take it nice and slow. You don't want any..." Just then, Bertie raced past. "Bye-bye, Thomas. See you later." Bertie floored down the road. "Oh, no," said Thomas. "You may proceed, Thomas, but take it carefully." "Take it carefully, Thomas," said Annie. "Take it carefully, Thomas," said Clarabelle. Thomas puffed through the tracks. It was bumpy and dangerous. Thomas was still upset. He had to slow down a lot now and was losing momentum for his race. Thomas darted ahead, desperately trying to catch up to Bertie, but he wasn't saving much time. Later that day, Thomas puffed into Wellsford. Bertie was there. "So, Thomas, you lost today, huh? Tisk tisk." Be quiet," said Thomas. "You know, maybe they should get you some road tires. Then we can have real races. I think those old rails over there are getting too old for your wheels. I think you need a proper way of transportation." "What's that supposed to mean?" said Thomas. "You're not fast enough," said Bertie. "You're out of puff, and these rails are too old. Rip them up, and then maybe you'll be able to beat me." "Bye-bye, Thomas." And Bertie drove away. "Bother that Bertie," said Thomas, and he puffed away. "Do Don't mind him, he's only joking, said Clarabelle. That's right, Thomas. But Thomas didn't care. I'm not gonna let that birdie talk down to me. I'll beat him, you'll see. I'll beat him, you'll see. And Thomas puffed away. The day, the other engines had gathered at the junction once again. It was custom for them to do that before they set off to the sheds. Thomas pulled up alongside Mavis. The other engines pulled forward. Hi, Thomas. How was your day? Said Toby. Did you win the race? Said Percy. No. It's because of that blasted repair on the tracks. Oh, said Toby. I know what you're talking about. Right outside of Nafford. Precisely. It's like slowing me down. Not your fault, said Percy. Sun damage. We all can't go gallivanting down the line, racing towards it at full speed. Who knows what could go wrong? Daisy's right, you know, said Percy. We gotta take it slow and careful, said Toby. Botheration, said Thomas. I want to beat Bertie in that race. You should have heard the things he called our railway line. Slow, out of date, and he said the rails should be ripped up. Bertie's just joking, said Toby. You think he's joking? said Thomas. You'll wake up tomorrow and find the rails between your wheels gone. Then what will you do about it? Thomas, said Percy. He was not pleased. Knock it off, said Daisy. Bertie's not being serious. He's only joking. Well, I'll beat him in a race tomorrow, and I know exactly how. I don't like that tone, Thomas. Exactly, said Percy. The last time you sounded like you talked like this, you crashed through someone's house. Yeah. This time I'm pretty sure they won't be serving scrambled eggs, laughed Daisy, and all the engines laughed. You've got to admit that was clever. Oh, be quiet, said Thomas. He puffed away. He's just grumpy, said Toby. He'll probably forget all about this in the morning. Speaking of the morning, it's gonna get here soon, so we all better get to sleep. Nighty-night, huh? Said Toby. Nighty-night. And they all went off to bed. Ooh. Thomas stopped promptly at Ellsworth Station the next morning. He was getting ready to go. He was getting ready to leave. Let's wait for Bertie, said Thomas. I have a plan. Don't do anything silly, said Eddie. Yes, indeed, Thomas, said Clarabelle. We wouldn't wish anything like that upon you. Just then Percy arrived with the mail. Hi, Thomas. Are you in better spirits? Not till I beat Bertie in a race. Try to catch me, you slow steamer. Bertie flew by. Oh, that's it. And Thomas flew down the track. Don't do it, said Percy. It's not worth it. Bertie flew down the line. Thomas was catching up. You won't win today, he called as he raced into Nafford. When trouble struck, Thomas raced past the sign. The man warned him. Slow down! Slow down! He said to Thomas. But Thomas wasn't stopped. Thomas hit the bumpy track all wrong, and suddenly, Thomas bounced off the tracks and across the road. Thomas blocked the road, but his wheels were off the tracks, and he was half on the tracks, off. The Clarabelle stayed on the tracks. Look. Just then, Bertie arrived. What the? I can't get past. I can't deliver my passengers. And I'm blocking my line too, said Thomas, feeling very foolish. Harvey arrived to get Thomas out of the mess. Don't worry, Thomas. I'll make sure you're out of this mess in no time, as well as Topham Hatt and Winston. Thomas, why did you go so fast? I'm sorry, sir. I was trying to beat Bertie in a race. You threw yourself off the line so you could beat Bertie in a race? Sorry, sir. That is the most ridiculous decision I've ever heard. You should be more careful. Again, I'm very sorry, sir. Thomas. First of all, you and Bertie should not be racing so much. The passengers don't like being bounced around like peas in a frying pan, you know. Especially now with your situation. Your wheels are dented, which means I'll have to get that fixed. We'll have to get those fixed, and your line damaged too, which means now your trains will be delayed, which means your branch line trains will have to be delayed. I'm very sorry, sir, said Thomas. You should be, said Topham Hatt. However, I'm going to forgive you of this, as long as you don't do it again. Yes, sir, said Thomas. Soon Harvey was off, taking Thomas to the works and taking Annie and Clarabelle back to the junction. First, Harvey dropped off Thomas to the works. Don't worry, Thomas. You're in the right place, my friend. Pull him in. Harvey then gave Annie and Clarabelle over to Percy, who promised to give them a good run. The next day, Thomas came back with fresh new wheels, and he soon arrived at the junction. Hi, guys, said Thomas, and all his friends were there. Hope the branch line ran well without me. It did, said Percy. I pulled Annie and Clarabelle. There weren't too many bad delays, said Toby. Good, said Thomas. Now let's get this place going back the way it used to be. Off to work, everybody. You can have your coaches back, said Percy. Percy shunted them for Thomas. Thanks. Bertie says he's sorry, said Percy. But Bertie's away too. But you wouldn't believe what happened to Bertie yesterday. What happened? His engine overheated from all that racing you guys been doing. He's going to be out for a while, so you'll have to cover for his passengers. Well, that'd serve Brady right, said Thomas. But he secretly did still feel bad for it. Come on, you two, this run's been long overdue. Daisy moved so Thomas could pass. See ya, Thomas. Thomas smiled. The branch line was back to the way it used to be.